let me show you what a typical morning looks like. Woo! What a typical morning looks like for me as a full-time working mom that also has a homestead. You too, though. Nope, watch out. Nope. I wasn't always a morning person. Once upon a time, I was getting up 30 minutes before I had to be to work, digging through a pile of laundry, looking for clean clothes, just so I could rush and hop in my car and just get to work to start my day. And while I won't lie, sometimes I'm still looking through a pile of laundry. I mean, it's clean, I just haven't put it away yet. That whole saying of getting laundry done in one day but putting it away in 5 to 7 business days is so true. I hate folding laundry. But I've found over the years that building new habits, I was my best first thing in the morning. It was easier for me to try to get things done, especially if they were new things that my body wasn't familiar with, that I wasn't familiar with, than waiting till the end of the day when I'm already tired. You know, who knows how my day went. I work in the medical field, so you really truly just never know how your day is going to go. For me, when I'm starting new habits, it's easiest for me just to do it first thing in the morning when I'm fresh. And now I find myself waking up hours earlier than I have to be to work. I can get my workout in, maybe do a load of dishes if I was too tired the night before to do it, make sure I do a walk around all the animals, make sure they're good to go. You know, when you have lives depending on you, it kind of motivates you to get up and moving. And if any of you guys have kids, you definitely know what it feels like to be woken up in the middle of the night or to perhaps not get as much sleep as you would prefer. And I do sleep in on the weekends when I need to. There are days when I feel like I'm tired, but I just deal with it because the life that I'm trying to build, it requires me to wake up early. It requires me to show up for my property, to show up for my garden, to show up for me. And that's the easiest way for me to do it, is to do it first thing in the morning. So while some people may think that I am crazy for getting up super early, this is a way that I can make sure that I am successful in my fitness routine, in any kind of meditation I'm trying to do, in making sure all my animals are set for the day, especially when, you know, it's probably going to be 90 degrees today. I got to make sure everyone has water, everyone has food. My husband's already off to work. He goes to work way earlier than I do, and we usually come home about the same time. So while everyone feels like they don't have enough time in the day, he truly doesn't have very much time in the day during the week. He's a foreman at a construction company, and the summer hours are usually kind of cray-cray. If anyone has any blue-collar husbands, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go replace this filter. Now, depending on the season, my mornings will look different. You know, right now we're in the middle of summer. I'm doing irrigation right now. The pigs and the cows are on pasture, so I don't have to manually feed them. Just make sure that they have water, make sure the pigs have a mud hole. Like I said, it's supposed to be really hot. Pigs don't really have the ability to sweat. They don't have a way to cool their body temperature down like we do, how to regulate it. Okay, I need to do more aerobics. I'm winded going up that hill and talking to you guys. So it's essential to make sure that they have some kind of a mud hole that they can cool off in. Hello, everyone. Hello. Good morning. Hi. Everyone's waiting to be fed this morning, but they're out on pasture. They're not getting no grass for me today. Oh, there is where their mud hole will be at. As you can see, the water is slowly trickling in. I won't be doing anything in the garden this morning. My workout was a little bit longer today, so tonight I will be out in the garden and harvesting my seeds and my veggies. I'm gonna go and turn the water on right now, get it a little bit of water. I have most of my, hello guys. I have most of my garden set up on a drip irrigation system with raised beds, but I do have sections of my garden that I did not set up on drip irrigation, like my chaos garden and like some of my like DIY raised beds that I did at the end of like last thought, like, ooh, I want to do this too, aren't set up on drip irrigation. So, and especially with how hot it is over here, I like to give my garden just a little bit of extra water to make sure everything's getting enough to drink. But I've already meal prepped everything for this week, so when I get home tonight, I'll get home around 6:30. All I have to do is pretty much, take care of myself, shower, put pajamas on, my nightly routine. But I will go out to the garden, harvest anything that's ready to harvest. Right now I got tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers. I'm harvesting a lot of flower seeds right now. My dill seeds are ready to harvest. My basil might be ready to harvest right now too. And then for meal prep, all I have to do is just pull some stuff out of the fridge and warm it up. So it makes it super easy. And I like doing meal prep just for that reason, because my husband and I get off work so late and no one wants to sit in the kitchen for an hour when you get off work after such a long day. So, and it makes it so that I have more time for the things in the evening that I want to, like going out to the garden, pulling any weeds, that I might see or that I have time for or the energy for, and harvesting those veggies. Got a scratch, buddy? So after I'm done with this, I'm just gonna go flip the switch for my irrigation to turn on, and then I will go get myself ready for the day. And like I had said before, my mornings were never always like this. It took time and effort, and days where I didn't get up early, days where I missed doing things because I slept in, days where I was just too tired and didn't care. But the thing is that it was a little bit at a time. I didn't just all of a sudden wake up 3 hours early so I can do all this. It was, okay, let's wake up 20 minutes earlier so I can get a workout in. Okay, now that I've been successfully doing that for like a month, let's wake up 30 minutes earlier so I have time to pick up around the house. Now that that's normal for me, maybe I need to go to bed a little bit earlier. Instead of watching TV, I will read a book so I am calmed down and I can successfully go to bed, a little bit earlier. It's all these small steps that you start building over time that lead to large successes like this. It's nothing that, there's a switch. It's not anything that you just wake up and automatically can do. It's a bunch of small baby steps. So that is my typical morning right now in the summer. Like I had said, depending on the season and how the weather is, sometimes my mornings will differ. Like I said, I don't have to manually feed my pigs and my cows, so I have a little bit more me time. And in the evenings, I do have other chores that I take care of. That's just the things that I do in the morning. And like I said also, that this was definitely something that was built over time. My routine was built over time, and it was something that I had to add on a little bit at a time. And there are still days where I don't have time for certain things in the mornings if I sleep in. There you have it. As a full-time working mama and a full-fledged homestead, that is what my typical morning looks like right now. I will see you guys for the next one. Love you, bye.